Nigerians, how you guys doing? This is your girl, your one and only T Wealthy Billiards. You're welcome to the camp of the raw naked truth. Guys, watch this video with me.
Tomorrow na Easter and Billiards still there for prison. Where is somewhere let's show where I think say you go remove Billiards. Say you go there, go remove and you go discontinue the case. It's still there. Your credibility depends on this. Make sure you don't do Easter there. As soon as I get too head.
So you guys, you can see that our own living legend of Moyole Showore is the person that this little boy, this rats, with very dirty, disgusting antecedents, is not disrespecting. The same Omoyole Showore that was instrumental to your being released from prison last year Easter when you were locked up. We don't blame you. We blame your friend who happens to be Showore's lawyer. Now, guys, listen. If Nigeria is good today, people like this will become so irrelevant. Because they are relevant now because they are feeding facts and making so much money on the pains of Nigerians. So this guy threw you guys threw his foolish followers under the bus last week by even telling you Nigerians that the politicians you call corrupt, that they are better off than you. He did not tell you where he's standing, and he did not tell you who he's fighting for. Anywhere there is crisis in this country, he runs to go and set up a ring light. Make noise around there that people will give him donations. The same government to do. This guy disrespected Showore. Before his parents met, copulated and met together to become one, to have him. Showore has been fighting against government policies that does not favor the people. Now let me tell you what you don't know. During my issue, you guys saw the drama that ensued in the court, right? I told you that Showore and his comrades are very stubborn fighters. With or without this fraud, the fight will still go on and they would still have achieved a positive outcome. He was not in the court. He was not there during the interactive session. He was not even there in the hospital. He does not know how the whole issue that led us to the hospital started. But when the situation was well marinated, and became very intense, that was the period his friend called him in, because they already had a premeditated plans. They had an agenda. There was something they had in mind to do with my own situation. So the friend invited him. Before he came, I told you guys that somebody ran to me and told me, make sure he does not make any video of you, any video with you in this hospital. But I didn't get what the person was telling me. It was much later I realized the reason the person said so to me. So he came, made that video, that was the only video he made though. We didn't make any call. We did not call anybody, nothing else. He did not ask me any other call, just made that video. Till today, he's here to provide the person that made that call with us, according to his claim, to show you he's a liar. He made that video, came outside, stood beside Omoyole Showore, granted an interview and left. He tried to take over the protest. It did not work. He saw that there was no space to take over the protest. So he stood beside Showore and left. Every other comrade, every other activist that has been with us from the court the previous day, they stood there till late in the night when the prison warders came, released me, and I was discharged from the hospital. They stood there, but him, this fraud, this political tool with an agenda, never spent up to 30 minutes in the hospital. He left to show you. And when he left, him and his friend, they know what the agenda they have up their sleeve. They kept the video aside, waiting for the time to use it. They never knew I would speak out. They never knew I would ask them for my money, my full payment that they stole. So they now pushed the wrong narrative, pushed a falsehood, and his followers, his foolish followers that does not think for themselves, they ran with it and started creating content, to give it a boost. Nigerians, do you know that if Nigeria is working, so many of your fake pastors today will not have members? Your fake pastors cannot come out just like this package fraud who threw each and every one of you under the bus last week by telling you that the same corrupt politicians are better than you guys. wonder how somebody's followers can be this foolish. They can't even read meanings and pick important messages from some of the things that this guy says. He told you guys that the corrupt politicians, the people you call corrupt politicians, that they are better than you people. He knows you're foolish. As his followers, he knows that you guys are very stupid. He does not rate you people. He's feeding off your pains. He's here to distract you so that you will remain in poverty. He's feeding off the situation of the country. Puts money in his pocket. If Nigeria becomes good today, people like this fraud will become irrelevant. Some of your pastors will no longer have members in their churches. Don't get me wrong, I'm a super deep Christian, spiritual person. But you see, I am of that consciousness that God can never come down from heaven to do for me what he has given me, the grace, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the ability to do for myself. Irrespective of how much you fast and pray in this country, the pastors knows the truth. Irrespective of how much you pray in this country, how spiritual you get, God cannot do for us as Nigerians what he has given us the ability to do for ourselves. The pastors knows, but they can never tell you guys the truth. If the pastors are true to themselves, they would have come out to lead protests or lead the revolution that will bring about a clean Nigeria where everybody will be a bona fide citizen that enjoys the basic amenities and the natural resources that God has given to us. But no, they will not do it, because if they do it, so many of you will now focus, will not be so focused that you will stop going to weekly activities, spending all your time in churches. That is why this fraud is telling you people that he's doing what government has been elected into power to do. He's doing what our governments are supposed to be doing with the taxpayers' money that they give to them as allocation every month. You are building primary schools, renovating primary schools, building boreholes. We are over 300 million Nigerians in this country. How many local governments do we have? How can this fraud now be the one to be putting borehole in all these communities? How will that work? Are we going backward or we are moving forward? There are government officials that have been elected to do these things. Why are they not doing it? Why must it be this fraud? Nigerians, wake up. I need you to be focused. Stop being afraid of people that are afraid of you. Stop being afraid of people that are afraid of you. Nigerians, wake up. Look at what just happened. If some of the activists did not speak against the evil plan of INEC concerning validation of voters card, they wouldn't have called it off. It is high time that you stop being foolish and focus on what matters. This thing is disrespecting Omoyele Sowore, and all of you fold your hands. Some of you follow him to be disrespecting him. A man that has been there. The democracy we're enjoying today, do you know the people that fought for it? Do you guys really know what you want in this country? Why do you hate those that mean well for you? Why do you crucify those that are really here to make sure that we get our country back? Why you adore and worship those that feed fat off your pains? Nigerian youth, wake up before it becomes too late. No Showore's disrespect will be tolerated or accepted under our watch. Did you get that? Nobody can disrespect a legend like Sowore under our watch. Wake up and stop being afraid of those that are afraid of you. I'll see you guys in my next video.